5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You rocking right now with the Homeboy Etiquette podcast. I gotta stop slapping the goddamn table like that. So anyway, you your main man over here at the 5280Q, passing off to my partner in motherfucking crime.
Yo, this is Kemet the Raw, representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube. Also representing KMT Productions and KMT Games here on YouTube. Let's go ahead and get this started, guys. No time like the present.
No time like the present, because presently right now we walking upon the world. We are one or two of us here out of what? How many? Like 8 billion, damn near 8 billion motherfuckers, right? Out of 8 billion motherfuckers on the planet.
Yeah.
How many of us are legends?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Is like, because a lot of people, they, especially like if you're a guy, you get to a certain point in your life where you really start to think about legacy, right?
I was talking about just like legends that are present on the planet, or maybe recently passed just closely, but like even like women, like, well, okay, that sounds so horrible. Ladies, y'all gonna forgive, but anyway, like fucking, we got Claire Huxtable. Oh shit, what the hell is Felicia Rashad, fucking legend. We got Margaret Robbie? No, it's not Margaret Robbie. It's Judy. Oh my shit!
I'm not sure, bro.
Hey, wait, Judy from the chick that played M. The chick that played M. She played M on the fucking James Bond series. I swear to God, I want to say Judy Greer, but I'm wrong. I'm so wrong. It's not. Maybe it is Judy Greer. Oh shit. But anyway, so topic of the day is legends.
Right. Hey, Pokemon, let's pull it just a little bit closer.
All right. So on this topic, let me ask. We're gonna start this off this way. Kemet the Raw. Would you want to be a legend?
Sure. Yeah. Honestly, that's why I was getting into the whole thing about legacy, because I think that you can't really classify yourself as a legend until after you die, right? So for example, Michael Jordan, like, you can't say he was legendary in basketball, but for example, like, I guess his that's a good case to make. So every sports star has a finite amount of time that they're able to accomplish something. So Michael Jordan, for example, within his career, he made himself legendary, and you can now go back and say that Michael Jordan is a legend in basketball, specifically because that time is over, that era is over, and people still compare every single player in the game to him. Okay. And like, so I guess that's a good example. But in terms of your life, when you have people like Alexander the Great or something, he wasn't a legend while he was alive. It was like he became a legend.
Wait, are you sure? Like some niggas like, hey, sir, what do you want, knave? It's like, some nigga named Alex, what the fuck is his name? Like Alexander of Macedonia, Philip's kid, niggas next door. He said, he wants you to give him all your shit and bow the fuck down. Who the fuck is this nigga?
Halfway.
I don't know, bro. Like, so it's like, I mean, I think that you can have a reputation. Your reputation can precede you, but to say that a person is a legend, like, typically implies some kind of past time. And he actually wound up dying young. So, like, his campaign, you can say, was legendary, but I don't know if necessarily while he was alive if he was a legend, because here's the thing. He was doing a conquest of all of the known world, basically all of known Europe, right? And then start to move into like Africa and Asia and stuff like that as well. So he was probably famous and infamous at the same time. But to say that he's a legend, I mean, you have to be able to compare him to other people over the span of time. So for example, once again, Michael Jordan. Like, so the fact that people are still comparing people's careers to his to this day lets you know that he's gone down in history as a legend. But he's able to get that status because he's still alive, because there was a finite amount of time allowed in order to be able to accomplish that. But when you get people like what we were just talking about, like people like Vlad the Impaler or Jack the Ripper.
That was a conversation off camera that we talked about.
Yeah. Vlad the Impaler or Jack the Ripper, they're legends in their own right, because when you look at the span of time and then compare their atrocities to other people who did related things over the span of hundreds, if not thousands of years, they're pretty up there in terms of how gruesome they were. So that makes them legendary, in my opinion.
So I have a question. So if we're talking about legends, right? But we also had an episode where we talking about the gray man, just a guy that got the job done that didn't receive no credit. And now we're on the topic of legends right there, right? So there's a difference between as a legend, Did any legend just ever just wanted to be the gray man, or did they always just had to be that forefrontal figure? Like, well, of course, Alexander the Great had to be that damn great because he was the son of Philip of Macedonia. Philip got assassinated, and Alexander was the only son there, and he took over the fucking throne. And motherfucker came in, he's like, we taking that house, we taking that hill, we whooping his ass. Fuck that nigga, he's cool, but get your ass over here, some shit like that.
Right.
But anyway, but then you mentioned like the atrocities part of it, like of course the legends, like legends like can be myths, like Jack the Ripper, who many are theorizing was actually Jacqueline the Ripper.
Yeah, I've heard that too, that it might have been a woman. But I thought that he was caught, wasn't he? Or no, like he just disappeared, like he just killed all these broads in England and then all of a sudden just vanished off the face of the earth, like. Which a lot of killers do, like the Zodiac Killer. Like it was presumed that they might have caught the guy, but it was never for sure. Like they might have never caught the Zodiac Killer. Another guy who you can consider a legend because of how he toyed with the police, like on some Joker proportions. Jeez. And was able to get like he was literally leaving clues for the police to try to catch him, and they technically, not officially, never did. You know what I mean?
That's got to be a fucking scary thing out there. It's like, what if...
He's got to be super old or dead now, though, bro.
Well, hopefully the motherfucker's just dead and, like, his dog is... Well, not his dog. Dog's nice. Hopefully his cat is fucking eating him. Shit, leave dogs alone. But anyway, it's like damn. So what gets more ever credit than anything? So if we bring it up to modern legends right now, so we're living in a time, we're both, like, we love music. We also got a 31 Summers project we're working on coming up.
Sorry, music.
Shout out to Kenny G. He's gonna be guest featuring on the 31 Summers album in our fucking dreams. But if we can get Kenny G on that shit, I'm gonna let you know. We bragging. We are bragging.
I mean, that's gonna be quite the task, man, if we were able to pull that off, man.
So we're coming into like a musical category right now. So Nas dropped King's Disease 2. Then we also got old, what was it, like 44, 45-year-old, I don't know how he said it in that verse on that album, on that song, I forgot the song, but it was talking about Kanye, how Kanye right now dropped Donda. Kanye's a fucking living legend. Nas is a living legend. But then again, you got this young kid from Toronto who's only about our age, like 2 years old or some shit like that, who's a fucking legend. He's like, you remember that song say, "When up, if I die," some. It says, what the fuck is that? I got to sing it from the beginning. It says,
you talking about Drake?
All I know, if I die, I'm a motherfucking legend. It's too late. Yeah, that shit was cold.
But then he's even saying, like, he's even giving credit to the point that I was making, that, like, he would be a legend when he dies. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't consider himself a legend while he's alive because he's still doing things.
Shit.
You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, and especially someone as young and talented as Drake with his fantastic team behind him, you know, shout out. There's a lot more that he could do with the game. I mean, we still got Redman doing shows and making new music. Method Man, like old heads, you know, RZA, you know, like they're still releasing content. Nas just dropped an album, you know what I mean?
Them dudes are cemented legends. Everybody knows those guys are.
They don't even have to do anything else.
Like that body of work. So putting in that body of work of like, if it takes that much of a body of work and that kind of quality of a body of work and that uniqueness of it to where it's only attributed to that person or that group, like how do you as a regular person, like who as a regular person is a legend to us? Like seeing how we're in Denver, we're in Colorado right now. Oh, like who's a legend to us? It's like, who the fuck is Pike's Peak? Well, it's not Pike's Peak. The peak is the mountain, but the nigga's name was Pike. Who the fuck is that guy?
Right.
That was on a field trip and I forgot his name.
I couldn't tell you, bro. Like, but the thing, like, but it was apparently he was renowned enough to get an entire mountain named after him. So some guy in like who would just be hiking up mountains, just doing 15ers on the regular. Like somebody was just like, you know what? We're gonna name a mountain after you. I don't know where I got the authority to name said mountain, but I'm gonna name a mountain after you. This one right here, what's your name? Alfred Pike? This is going to be Pike's Peak. You know, like, so, like, I don't, like, so, yeah, like, there's a lot of people, that you could, like, make the argument that they're living legends, and, like, so, once again, like, I keep going back to Jordan, because I think that you can say that because even though he's still alive, there was only a finite amount of time that he was allowed to be great. And in that same finite amount of time that a lot of other players get, some players quit a little earlier, some a little later. He's still, I mean, arguably, what was it? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar technically was up there too. You know what I mean? In terms of like the amount of
they do Kareem dirty
and like in the score record and all the type of stuff.
They do Kareem dirty in that top 5 category. They do Kareem dirty. That's a damn shame.
Right.
That's how great this nigga. That's how great Jordan is. Kobe is, and fucking LBJ or LBJ the second. I was playing LeBron James was. That's how great these motherfuckers were as they proceeded after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and their accomplishments. It's like Jesus,
right? Like Kareem be looking at the Hall of Fame records, like. like for real, looking at Jordan, because I don't I don't like unless you're like a super basketball head or at least knowledgeable about that. Like people like Michael Jordan's a household name, but then when you look at record for record, Kareem is literally like better than him in terms of like his scoring record.
Just one championship short.
One championship short, got screwed. But here's arguably another living legend in sports, Tom Brady, because he has so many Super Bowls behind him at this point,
and was picked dead last.
Yeah, I mean, like, so like you can make the argument that like there have been other quarterbacks in football that like technically on paper may be a little bit better than him. However, the amount of Super Bowls he has, it literally nullifies the argument. Because who else has the amount of Super Bowl rings that he does on his hand? He's got the whole Infinity Gauntlet.
Don't forget total
I'm gonna have to get the Thanos snap sound effect, bro. Like, but whatever.
Ooh, man, like he got the total passing yard records. I think he got the total touchdown records. Yo, quarterback, yeah, I think he's number 1. Like they thought Peyton was like, and then Tom Brady was like, I'm still in this motherfucker throwing this shit.
Yeah, for real. He's like. All right, but all right. So, getting into the idea of like, okay, so what necessarily? Oh, go ahead.
Okay, there's one thing I want to bring up before. We do have a Denver legend that everybody should know in Denver. Outside of there's a Denver legend, there's a Royal legend. So, but we're gonna go with the Denver legend because everybody should know this Denver legend called Robot Mike.
Oh, Robot Mike, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. If you're from Colorado, like you've 100% seen. Even I'm not even from Colorado. Neither is he. But if you live in, you were born here?
Born here, yeah.
You moved to Detroit. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm from Detroit.
And then back and forth, and then I grew up there a long time for the time period.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, but like if you spend any decent amount of time in Colorado, you're going to meet Robot Mike. You know what I mean? So like I can see that like, you know, as a Colorado legend, you know, for what he does, like you can kind of make that argument. But when you first gave me the idea of the topic for this week for, you know, like do you want to be a legend? What constitutes a legend? I was looking at it from like a grandiose scale. That's why I started off with legacy. So like I do want to be recognized as a legend, but like I think it's going to be like my body of work that precedes me that will justify that. So like when people look back at my life, you know, at my eulogy or whatever, you know, like when this happens. And like once that happens, and then people look at my body of work, they're like, damn, like he did this, he did this, he did this, he did this, he helped this many people, he did that, he did this, he did that. Because like I look at it as kind of like the Picasso thing, you know what I mean? Or a lot of artists where they didn't get the credit that they're supposed to until they died, because then you got to look at their entire life's work, their entire body of work, look at their situation, look what they went through, if they had an autobiography you can know about, and then you can just be like, okay, now compare that to everybody else who came before them, and then compare that to the people who exist today. There was only one Picasso. And the crazy part about it is he was crazy good at photorealistic art. And then he slowly transitioned into abstract, but it wasn't until he went completely abstract and he died that people actually start to appreciate his art. And it wasn't like his abstract art in terms of quality was nowhere in the same stratosphere as his photorealistic art and stuff like you did like that. If you look at the time lapse of his art throughout his life, it's almost like he was getting worse, but the ideas behind the art got better. You know what I mean? Like by going abstract.
Wait, like when he got worse, like just the quality decreased, and like he was just
quality decreased, and it was literally like, have you seen like those pictures of people who used to draw and stuff like that start to get Alzheimer's?
Oh, that's fucking nuts.
I know that's a terrible example to make.
No, that's a good example. It's a good example to make, but it's like the disease Alzheimer's, where it just rips all that from you, everything that you've ever built, ever learned, ever acquired from you, and then it just rips it from you, just slowly dragging it down, and then you're just trying to claw back, and you claw back like 3 meters, and it drags you back down. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, and like you're literally just like me, and like so it's a. But it was kind of like that, because like if you look at the time lapse, like the person could draw really well, and then all of a sudden you see like the early onset of Alzheimer's, their drawing ability gets like a little bit worse, and then you talk about like 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years with Alzheimer's, and then by the end of it, it's literally just squiggles. You know what I mean, on paper. And like so
fucking wrong.
Which is, it's sad and fucked up, and I hate to use that as an example, but it's the closest thing that I can think of to like the progression of like going from photorealistic to what people know of Picasso today, what really got him famous after his death. You know what I mean? That's the only way that I can try to sum that up. Now, like, I know a lot of people are like, but I just had to make that example.
That is a great example, because that brought a little bit of, that reminded me of a fear. I was like, yo, I took a 23andMe test, and it was like, late onset Alzheimer's? Strongly likely. I was like, bitch, what? No, whoa,
you better start getting a shit ton of fish oil, the crossword puzzles, also dancing. There were studies that people who dance, because of how it interacts with your body, dancing to music will preserve your memory for far longer than even doing 10 crossword puzzles a day.
Okay. Jump in the line, don't lose body on time. Okay, I believe you. Oh, that's one of my favorite fucking songs.
Yeah, I actually really like that song. Like, I remember first hearing it when I watched Beetlejuice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I heard the fuck too.
Yeah. Like, I love that. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, like Harry Belafonte was the artist of it, and I was like, that dude was I love that song. And then when I found out it was him, and I started going through, thanks to Spotify, like I can just go through a lot of artists' catalog, and then one of them, he had this song called Jamaica, like Farewell Jamaica. I had to leave a girl in Kingston Town. I was like, nigga, that motherfucker was cold as shit.
Nah, I feel it.
It's cold, and then like, damn, he ain't no more. It's like you were there, you left your mark, you did your thing, and then it's just, you didn't do your thing, like you just came in, it's like you just had to leave a girl in Kingston Town, and went and got some chips and a beard, and 40 years later you passed, and it's like, damn, thank God we got this to remember him by.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, I think that, like, you know, going into music too, like, I used to really, really be into like rock. I actually took rock a lot more seriously than hip hop for like a long time, bro. And like, so, you have people like, I think everybody can relate to this name, Jimi Hendrix. Right? Mm-hmm. He goes down, which I can bring that over to James Brown, but he goes down as a legend because, like, you know, he wind up ODing, you know what I mean, on drugs or whatever, and so he didn't get to live out his full life. But the reason why people call him a legend is because he was a complete innovator in the terms of the rock world. Like what people would say is that, like, and if you listen to a lot of his old music, is that he knew, like, so it was multiple things, right? He was black. He was one of the first really good black rock guitar players ever. He was also left-handed, and so he actually played a right-handed guitar and learned how to play it upside down. So when you're seeing him play on his right hand, that's a right-handed guitar, but he played it upside down, so he learned in reverse, you know? And on top of that, he was the first one to actually use distortion on a guitar in order to make it basically talk to you. Like, he could make it do, like, humanoid sounds. You know what I mean? Using a combination of the whammy bar and the wah pedal. And he was the first one to do abstract rock guitar playing. And that's why his guitar solos are like mesmerizing. And every single legit guitar player to this day, every single one of them give credit to Jimi Hendrix. He's 100% bona fide legend. Because he, as a kid, he wasn't able to afford a left-handed guitar, one that he could put into his right hand like this, because he was left-handed, so he had to strum with his left hand. So he learned how to play the guitar upside down, and then still blew out the majority of people in the water in terms of his song quality and uniqueness and all that type of stuff, bro. And so go ahead.
Ooh, that made me think of another rock legend, but we grew up on. Jimi Hendrix was before our time, but the rock legend we grew up on was motherfucking Chester Bennington. What? Starts with one. No. In the end, it doesn't even matter. You would
put him as a legend, comparing him to Jimi Hendrix.
Nigga, there's a parking lot right there. There's a parking lot over across the street in Target. Like, who's saying Chester Bennington isn't a fucking legend? Like Chester, like Linkin Park when they came out, like the Linkin Park does not work. No offense to Mike Shinoda and the whole production crew. Like, your whole band was dope, but like Chester, Chester was the Chester, dog.
I mean, okay, so to your point, okay, the only reason I was going to give them points for innovation, but the problem with that is that Run DMC actually had a song called Rock Box, where they actually were the first rap group to incorporate rock music into rap.
No. It's not about the rap argument. It's about like Chester Bennington as a vocalist in rock or music in general. But like as a fucking vocalist, it's like you try so hard, I can feel you there. Like those vocals, it's like those vocals kind of remind me of like Steven Tyler's vocals when they were like raw as hell on that Dream On song. Dream On, just not as high. But like, Chester Bennington, like,
I mean, okay, so like he definitely has a unique voice and a unique approach to his music. Because I haven't heard. Well, no, there's some punk bands that have similar voices to him, but like I think it was a combination of things. One, they tried to incorporate the hip hop aspect. Two, they really kept it rock centralized, but then the lead singer, Chester Bennington, he had a really nice voice to be able to like lock all of that together. The guitarist, the drummer, all of it came together as a conglomeration to make something great. You know what I mean? But if you're going to be talking about vocalists, like even in our time, what's his name? David from Disturbed. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, David. David.
Didn't he do I can't remember his last name, but like his first name is David. He's the lead singer from Disturbed.
Oh, he's
dude. To this day, I still play the oldies from Disturbed. Papa Roach, before he fell off, was fucking fantastic.
Papa Roach has a song called Swerve out right now. I was like, the fuck? I was like,
I'll have to check that out, man. But like after, I think like it was 2007. 2007, he tried a new approach to his music, and then like for me, like it just went downhill. Like, how are you gonna beat Getting Away with Murder? You know what I'm saying? That song, literally, I could put that song on any day, any time of day, any day of the week, and I'm immediately like up and pumped, and I can just sing that song word for word, bro. And like, so it's like there's a lot of people like but we can shift it from rock if you want, but then you got Luther Vandross, bro. Like you got
This World Was Mine, like
bro, like
or A House Is Not a Fucking Home by Luther Vandross,
bro. And then like you know arguably and here it's gonna be really messed up. So
what you about to say?
Buckle up for this one. Whitney Houston, you could argue, was a legend before she died.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
And here's why.
I thought he was about to start fighting on the podcast for the first time ever. Second time ever officially. First time, no, it's first time.
He was trying to be like,
I like but like Whitney Houston, I remember like when if your mom's black. First off, your mom's anything. I don't know. If your mom has that Sunday where she reserves Sunday for clean day, and you hate that shit as a fucking kid, you try to be out the house by Saturday night, and then I would come home just like hearing Whitney Houston playing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Like, but the reason why I said it's messed up is because she was a legend before she died because of her drug situation.
No.
And no, here's why.
No.
Because if she didn't get into that drug situation, she would have had a longer career, and it would have taken longer for her to get the legendary status. So when people look at Whitney Houston's career, you can say that it's legendary even before she died because she was completely done once she got into that situation. She never came out and sang nothing again because she couldn't.
Dog,
you know
I just
what I mean?
caught chills from just thinking from remembering the Bodyguard song. Or some shit like that. I forgot the lyrics. But like, I remember I read Clive Davis's memoir, and then he was like, "Yo, he loved Whitney. He was just like sad whatever the fuck happened, how everything happened. But it's like, shit happens in people's life, no matter how great they are and be in a position or whatever the hell they do in life, that they still have their vices and they're still just normal person just like us. They happen to be great at this one thing, superbly greater than anybody on the fucking planet, and yet we all succumb to our fucking human nature tendencies or some shit, or the human condition, whatever the fuck we call this damn thing.
Yeah, like
what else is there?
Time is undefeated.
It's not a time thing. It's not a time. It's just like it's like, I don't know what the fuck you would even call it.
I can explain why I said time, because like, okay, so humans as imperfect creatures, right? Mm-hmm. Two things. There are people who strive for greatness, and that comes with a certain personality trait for risk-taking and, like high-level risk-taking, because high risk, high reward. The people who take the greatest risks and survive typically get the biggest payoffs. So I say time is undefeated because the humanity of yourself, your own humanity versus the amount of time that you are for somebody who is likely to get great, your own hubris and your own humanity will defeat you at some point.
Okay.
So like Floyd Mayweather is doing the smart thing. Most boxers do what Muhammad Ali did. And he stayed in there too much and got beat the fuck up. Barely able to stand. Literally just getting beat the fuck up.
We got to watch that last fight, because it wasn't against Larry Holmes.
It was bad, bro.
It was Larry. Oh, it was that.
It
bad?
was bad.
I remember
bro.
Tyson when he says, "Yo, when I got in that ring with Larry Holmes, I want to revenge for Mike, and I'll beat the shit out of him." I was like,
yeah, real shit. And
oh, Mike Tyson, you ever hear this? Please, God, please don't.
Yo, why do you think he bit Holyfield's ear off?
Because Holyfield was headbutting him.
No,
Holyfield was headbutting him.
No, you would.
Okay, my bad. I'm gonna let him.
No. Well, you would have saw like a broken nose or something.
No,
like,
it was just headbutt. It's just niggas are sweaty and shit. And it's just like that.
But you know what also was happening? Mike Tyson was getting beat the fuck up because that was the second fight. And like after the first fight, it's just like, all right, yeah, I got knocked out, I lost. He went in there confident, thinking that he was gonna beat Holyfield again, and then Holyfield started showing like, nah, nigga, I disagree. And then he started beating the fuck out this nigga. Mike Tyson said, I don't want to get knocked out again. And this nigga was just like, I would rather disqualify myself than take that fucking L, nigga, bro.
His biography and autobiography. Holyfield was headbutting him, and he got frustrated. He's like, "Ref, what the fuck?" And then after a while, Mike was like,
did the ref come forward and agree to that?
Well, motherfucker, of course, I don't know. Ask the ref. Did he write a memoir? The day I saw Mike bite fucking Evander or some shit like that. He didn't write no memoir, but I remember just Mike's fucking autobiography. He's just like, yeah, he kept headbutting me, and after a while, the ref didn't do anything. I got pissed off and I bit his ear.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was like, and like, so he went for the fatality on his ear. But
I thought I was gonna have to call like some like delicious or some shit like, oh, we should take that.
Oh, like there was another one I forgot to put in here where it's just like it's like a gulp sound. It's like chicken. Like,
that would have been good. Oh, it's like Simple Action Broxton when he was like, fuck, that's delicious. Because he had that TV show when he was cooking.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So we'll put that up for.
Yeah, like, bro, I could put unlimited sound effects in this thing, bro. Like, it's dope. I love it.
But damn, what else is there? Oh, we got into the music category. That's the one thing I want to draw back to, because man, like legendary, like vocalists, like you got to give Chester Bennington another shot. You just got to go through the songs again. But okay, we'll switch over. Maybe.
I mean, honestly, there's never a bad time to listen to Linkin Park. I mean, like when you have a band that is that like universal, where it's just like you can always put them on and enjoy it, then I think that you may be able to qualify them for living legend status. But once again, most artists, like people in this type of thing, there's a time limit. You know what I mean? I'm sure Metallica is still going around doing shows. U2 still going around doing shows.
There's a time limit when it comes out to music.
No, like it's not specific to music. Like that's why I started with the sports analogy. But when it comes, it's things where it's just like there's see, Nas is like an exception. You know what I mean? Because you can make the argument that he should have just been done already, but
that motherfucker came out with
he just came out with some heat, right?
Like so the last good album Nas had was
he's like, I ain't done yet.
No, he had Life is Good. Life is Good was fucking dope. I mean,
he was like, I am the hype. I am the hype.
Okay, I thought that was I thought that was from Klaus Michelson. And original was like, I am the hybrid. I was like. He's like, I am the hype. I was like, Brett, did you just cut that part out just to get the hype?
No, that was actually Dragon Ball Z abridged. That was Vegeta, where they're just like, why are you so hype? He's like, I am the hype.
Yo, man, you give Vegeta his goddamn credit. Everybody keeps fucking him over.
Yeah, bro. Like, what? So... Yeah. What was talking about? You're talking about
we're going to like legendary musicians like right now.
I don't have a magical sound yet.
Like for like right now, so it's our age. So you got like for the hip hop community, of course you got like Drake with the CLB album coming out, Certified Lover Boy. Kanye just dropped Donda. People who like I don't know, it's all across the goddamn board. Of course everybody's across the goddamn board when it comes down to Kanye. It's like we don't like him, we fucking love him, we hate him. He's Jesus. I don't know, man. I like College Dropout. And then you got Drake with Certified Lover Boy, but like this 10-year run. It's like, geez, 10-year fucking run like this.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing is that, like,
12.
And like,
12.
See, music is an interesting one because there's a lot of like musicians that like I think that the majority of the older ones, they're just going around touring, doing their old stuff. But when it comes to something like the hip hop game, it's a little different. Because they can still be creative, they can still make new stuff. And like Eminem is literally like hanging on to the game right now, dude. He's just constantly making new stuff, and he's constantly adapting to the new climate, and he changes up his stuff. A lot of people don't understand like his rhyme scheme, where like I've heard people just like, well, he just sounds robotic because he's just like, it's just like, yeah, but like the reason why he's doing that is because that's his own way of being extremely technical and different. Like, you cannot say that Eminem makes bad music. You just can't do it. Like you would be stupid, bro.
There's a parking lot right there. Turtle will meet you in that motherfucker. I'm gonna jump you afterwards.
Bro, you're gonna be like... What
the fuck is that? Is that Hank Hill?
That's Hank Hill, bro.
Fuck yeah, Hank Hill!
Yeah, bro. Like, but...
Fuck it. I want to talk about the legendary Eminem. The motherfucking Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady. Because that motherfucker's a legend. It's... Thanks, like, coming from our background and growing up in Detroit. It's like, yeah, I'm from Denver. I was born in Denver, but I'm talking from both places, man.
Born in Detroit, I lived right off of 9 Mile, and, but I've been in Colorado most of my life, so I got a lot of bad memories from Detroit in my childhood, but, I've been out here in Colorado, you know what I'm saying?
I fucking love Detroit. But like for Eminem though, like dog, it goes like people always like their top fives. They always kind of leave Eminem off. Like no, bitch. This how probably really goes.
You gotta keep. He's okay. Even if you don't want to make a number one, you got to at least put him at number 5.
Hey, I got a good reference for this. Okay, I'll put it like this: the number one number one MC of all time, number one rapper is, we're gonna compare this shit to the number one MC is like the Hokage.
The Hokage, right?
You got Jay-Z as the Hokage.
Oh, wait, I got something for that. All right.
Jay-Z's the Hokage. But you also got the shadow of the Hokage that nobody want to give credit to, which is the Sasuke to Jay-Z's Naruto is motherfucking Eminem. Because that nigga is in the shadows and motherfuckers is not want that smoke with him.
Bro, like, anytime Eminem writes a track, he's literally like...
Yo,
yeah,
Venom?
like...
Like,
yeah, go for it.
Like Venom. Yo, my girl says she didn't used to like Eminem. I should stop mentioning on this podcast, like I said I will. But anyway, that's just bring an example. And then when I played Venom, she never heard it before, and heard that shit, and it's like, knock, knock, let the devil in heaven. Oh, like, nigga, flip the table over, nigga. The video's cold. Now and like Monster with Juice WRLD. I'm gonna pass that to Turtle. I'm gonna leave that one.
What, Monster with Juice WRLD?
You know,
I mean, you know, I don't think I heard that song, man.
Okay, like when he came out with he came out like all of his
Dude, like
rap god didn't.
I like, yep. Someone let me do it. You super, I'm a human. What I gotta give it to you? You're a superhuman innovator. Oh yeah. No. That's just fire, bro.
Is this
like?
Okay, I'm done.
No. But what you're saying, like, yeah, that's why, like, bro, like, I'm not trying to like no homo, bro. Like, I'm not trying to suck this nigga's dick. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta give credit where credit is fucking due. Like, I mean, like, a lot of people are just like, oh, well, I mean, a white guy came into the rap game and he's just profiting off of black people's music. It's just like, yeah, but if he's better than 99% of all other rappers, how is he doing anything wrong?
Oh, you remember when Gucci Mane was like, man, I'm consider Eminem the greatest in top 5 because he don't. Oh, who's bumping Eminem in the hood?
You stupid.
Me, nigga,
Bruh.
I'm bumping Eminem in the hood. Nigga, every time if I'm pulling up to a situation, like I'm pulling up to the bar or something like that, and I'm just know that this is like kind of the night where niggas come out and niggas get a little bit extra hype. Nigga, I'm playing Go to Sleep with Eminem featuring DMX and Obi Trice when I pull up, and I got the windows down, I got the volume cranked up, and so when I'm pulling into my parking spot, I don't got a parking spot, but I'm pulling into a parking spot, all they hear is, go to sleep, bitch, die, motherfucker, die, time's up, bitch, close your eyes, go to sleep, bitch, why, you still alive, how many times I gotta say you go to sleep, nigga, like, go to sleep.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Dude, like, I could put on Superman any day of the fucking week from Eminem and fucking rock out to that goddamn song, bro. Like,
really, nigga?
how are you not gonna give this nigga his fucking props, bro?
Nah, man.
Like Eminem is another example of a living legend, and here's why. Because even though he's basically transitioning, he's moving with the times.
That shit.
He's maintained his high lyricism status, and he was an innovator when it came to saying completely off the wall, crazy shit that nobody would fucking say.
He's like,
with his type of fame, bro.
What was it like?
No
Hi,
way,
kids.
dude.
Do you like
People
violence?
are like,
Want to see me stick 9-inch nails through each one of my eyelids? Like, oh, I heard that. I was a fucking kid hearing that shit. I was like, yeah.
I see you see the 6-9-inch nails in each one of my eyelids. Try Sid, get fucked up like I did. Like,
oh man,
bro.
Just yo.
If you think that Eminem is not like a fucking living legend, bro, like he's already cemented that shit.
Dog,
dude.
you gotta. He's the fucking. That for me in my list, it goes M's, GOAT, J2, and then everybody else. Y'all could just fight that shit out. But it was like you know, this motherfucker was so iconic.
In the top 5, like you can put him in whatever order. You got Jadakiss.
Oh.
You got Jadakiss. You got Jay-Z. You got Eminem. You got arguably Wayne. Lil Wayne, and fuck, the last one is hard.
Oh man.
Oh fuck. I don't know if oh god damn it. There's so many, bro.
My default is always go with Big Pun.
You show me some Big Pun shit, but like there's just other niggas that like I just rocked with a little harder, man. Like
the music genre of hip hop is so fucking cold. But I just want to before as you remember that top 5th pot.
I got it. Rakim.
Oh, fucking rock.
Rakim. Yep. You gotta put Rakim in the top 5, bro.
You gotta throw LL in there too.
LL was great at battle rap, and like he.
Nigga, nobody said LL Cool J is hard as hell. Better when anybody, I don't care who tell. They all fail. I excel. Edelman dun rock the bell. Like you been waiting and debating for so long. Just stopping like motherfucker. Nigga, throw the table.
God, so it's really difficult, bro. Like, but by the way, Yes, but
Oh, that's the one iconic moment I always want to talk about. Because I remember, like, back then we had to sit there and watch the BET Awards. Because, like, you had to. There was no streaming, anything like that. And you had to watch the BET Awards, right? And that song is like, it may not mean nothing to y'all. That song forever debuted on the BET Awards. And then, like, you had last name ever, first name greatest. Like, all right, that verse was cold. And then you had Kanye's verse, and then you had Wayne's verse. And that's when you thought it was like the end of the song.
There was like 5-6 different artists on that shit.
No, it was Drake, Kanye, Wayne, and then that's when you thought the song was over. Like, and you watching the show, and all of a sudden, the motherfucking, you just see, and this motherfucking white boy in a hoodie just rides up. There they go. Nothing Shady come back in and spit this flow. Nuts they go. Macadamia, like the whole fucking crowd went fucking wild.
Shit, bro. Real shit. That shit was.
Watching that shit live, like that's, nigga, that shit, oh man. That was the coldest moment I can think I remember. Like that shit is cold as fuck. And the second moment I can remember that is Royce the 5'9" saying, Rihanna. Throwing that freestyle.
Oh shit, that reminds me. Okay, so hold on, guys. Okay, so because the topic today is legends. Now, I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. We just named the top 5, but here's what I didn't even fucking consider.
Okay.
Because among rappers, they would probably agree. What do you think about Black Thought? My personal opinion is that because other rappers revere him as one of the greatest lyricists of all fucking time.
Okay.
That I would revere him as a legend, even if the public, the regular, average, everyday listener does not. Because nobody has anything bad to say about Black Thought. Every single one of them says, bro, he's just bars after bars after bars after bars. He did like a fucking 15-minute freestyle live on, what was it, Sway? Bro, like that shit was crazy, bro. I watched that shit like 4 times in a row. I'm like, this nigga's just, he's just, and I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, yo, I was just like, bruh. Nigga, like what the fuck? This nigga just don't stop. And that's the thing too, is like he's not just rapping. Like he's not just rapping. He's literally hitting like build up, punchline, build up, punchline, build up, punchline. It like he just killing that shit. He was like got him, nigga. Like I didn't know what to do with myself. I literally I had to share. I shared the video on my Facebook and all that shit. Like, bro, I was like,
really, nigga?
Like, how is this shit possible? You know what I mean? Like,
but it's like, it's as much love as you have. Like, you like this nigga stuff, and you show it to somebody, go, and they just sitting there.
They're like,
no. First off, I would prefer a fucking ew. I would prefer an ew, but it's just like, all right, nigga, like.
Like,
come here,
stupid.
Come here, let me strength the fucking life out of you, so you can appreciate life when it comes back to you when you hear Black Thought.
Real shit.
Like, god damn, like, oh man, there's so many underappreciated artists. Like Black Thought, like I always hear about him. Like I heard his stuff before, and it's just like, it's just not the thing I always drifted to, and I like it. Don't get me wrong, because I love Common, and Black Thought is cold, and Tyler Crowley, like fuck, Black Thought.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, niggas is cold. It's like, nigga, Talib was on, it's like, nigga, it's like,
you know what it is?
Selling crack to our own, out of back of our own homes, going through episodes too, like Attack of the Clones. Like, nigga, I threw the iPod through the fucking.
But no, I got you, and like, and that's the problem with people like both of us rap. You know what I mean? So like, that's the problem, is because like, my personal humble opinion, the reason why Black Thought isn't as big as he probably should be is because he doesn't have the formula for super catchy hooks, right? Like, so, like I can't name a single song from Black Thought as an individual artist where he came up with some crazy hook that the average everyday person would just be like, just humming to themselves like going throughout their day. Like, that's why Drake is dope, is because
he's popular with women, and what niggas want women.
He's popular with women, he had the track record, but when you look at his music, like,
Like, how far are you going back?
You can call me on my cell phone.
Nah, dog.
Late night when I need that love.
When did you discover Drake?
Discover?
Like, when did you like first hear this nigga named Drake?
I think it was fucking. I didn't fuck with him on purpose for a long time. I was anti-Drake for a long time, but I think I first started listening to his songs, at least like kind of hearing them out, 2011.
Ooh, okay. I remember
because like there's a. Fuck that noon, fuck that nigga that you love so bad. I hope you still think of all the times we had. I said, fuck that nigga that you think you found. I know you think of me when he is not around. Like,
that shit. Oh, yeah, all right.
I was going through a breakup at the time, guys. Like, so Drake was perfect. You know what I'm saying? I know, bro, but like it just is what it is. I had to. So I say Take Care, definitely certified fucking classic. That shit was definitely classic, and thanks to the Weeknd for that. And then but like when I first came to hear Drake, like I remember watching Degrassi just in the summer of my grandparents as a kid. You know, I never watched that show. That's why I didn't know who he was when it came out.
Yeah, like I moved back to Denver and shit, and my cousin from Detroit, like they had all the good shit. So when we meet back up at my grandparents and shit,
the good shit.
They got the good shit. It's like I'm like, all right, so I'm picking up stuff, all that stuff from them, and there's and then he was from Degrassi, and then I remember this nigga BC King was like, yo, nigga, he hit me up one day. He's like, yo, nigga, this nigga Drake, it's harder than Lupe, nigga. I was like, nigga, what? Nigga, he just came off Kick, Push, and Food and Liquor.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, Kick Push was fucking lit, bro. Like because I was a skater too.
It was the Cool. It was the album The Cool. I think he dropped it. And I was like, nigga, Corey, Lupe just dropped the motherfucking Cool. It's like, you out your mind? I was like, all right, I'm gonna hear you. I'm gonna hear you out on this. And I heard it, like, it wasn't nowhere near like what Lupe was, but it was still like, that's when I got introduced. Solid. It was that mixtape called The Room for Improvement. And he goes like, yo, I wake up. It was like, it was with Nicholas F. And they're like, what was one of this nigga's verses? It goes, fuck, I'm looking, stance on lean. Pants up, my leg up on the wall. My people to chill while you haters wanna ball. I'm satisfied with a little while you haters on the wall. You waiting for the spring, you getting into the fall. It's like, nigga, what the I forgot that first verse. Getting down tonight, they say you cutting. A lot of dudes in my city ain't saying nothing. A lot of records from here that get no play. And these labels don't give advances, so you get no pay. And those little rims on the rides, I'ma let those stay. So these nosy niggas don't know that I get the checks all day. What's the worst, man? Fans keep trying to press it. Nigga,
nah. Like that's dope.
That nigga was.
And that's the fucked up part about especially the rap game is because like that's why like you know some of the earliest shit that they do, some of the freestyles that they do at the beginning are way more hard hitting to an artist than they would be to the general public because people know Lil Wayne for like like
like a lollipop. Shawty gonna
that song was cold. That song was just for some reason that cold.
Bro, I fucked bitches to that song back when I was in high school. Bro, like I was like, I'm about to bust. It's so
fucking hate him.
But the thing is that if you go back in time and then like look up Lil Wayne's freestyles, that nigga actually got crazy bars, bro. And like but the general public who listens to music, the vast majority of them want hooks. They just want hooks, catchy shit that they can just have as a jingle in their head. They don't have to know a single fucking bar of the song, but as long as they know the hook, they're fine.
Look, I hate that generalization like general public. Like, look, people drafted me. If something like they put a bunch of shit on radio that never stuck. Like, for instance, Young Berg. Sing me a Young Berg. He had a hit song, and I forgot what the fuck that was.
Nigga, exactly.
It wasn't bad. It was just not that damn memorable to me. It's just me personally. I'm not sure. Somebody out there remembers a fucking Hitman, fucking like when he was Young Berg track like that. It's like, for instance, it's like, damn, like would you consider a legend with kind of like how it impacted you, made you feel? For instance, now you don't remember Young Berg, but you do remember. I like the way you sit right there.
I like the way you do it right there.
Okay,
right there.
No.
I don't know who the fuck this nigga is, bro. bro.
But we can't remember a young bird. Don't get me wrong. Like he's making shit behind the scenes.
All right.
Oh man, he had the song with a fucking every time you tell me, I be trying to get it right back. Some shit like that. We fucking it up. But that was Chingy. Like Chingy was cold.
Chingy was cold.
Chingy had like 2 albums worth of.
You know who made himself a legend by accident? Mike Jones.
That nigga. Damn.
Mike Jones. Mike Jones. So now whenever you say something online, you're just like, who? And then immediately somebody knows what you're talking about. Mike Jones. Nigga.
Like, yo, the dope thing about the crazy thing about the dope thing about Mike Jones is this motherfucker just like guys like, man, I can't think of anything else. So I'm just gonna repeat the last 4 bars 2 times.
Nigga.
Why?
And like, but it worked. It fucking worked. And like, so it's like, because that's the same thing the fucking DJ Khaled does. That's what he has.
No, wait. He didn't do it like Mike Jones. Like Mike Jones just like he just recited that shit over.
But he's not rapping on it. But like he has to make sure you know any song that he produces, DJ Khaled.
So okay. I think I get what you're saying. It's like Mike Jones. Like Mike Jones is like it was a fucking call sign.
Literally,
like,
bro.
DJ Khaled.
The fucking tag you have to know it's DJ Khaled, bro. Yeah, babe. 1738.
Oh man, damn. Can Fetty go down? Cause Fetty, Fetty was.
He's the first Cyclops rapper, so like I think he kind of gets a pass.
God damn, you just called him Scott Summers.
Scott Summers, bro.
Hey, don't get it wrong, Fetty Wap. Scott Summers a cold motherfucker. Wolverine considered him a rival.
He's like. I know, bro, but you're Cyclops, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But when
all seeing eye head ass nigga. Like, I got something for that.
I'm not gonna crack jokes because I appreciate like when that nigga came on the scene and he's like the shit I was like that dun goes, yeah, she fine, wondering if she'll be mine and nothing but that shit was cold as shit. Like, oh shit, that shit was cold. You walk up through the door, like, that motherfucker has some other hits too. Just like if he had like some features or some shit
for, you know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker was cold. Like, yo, shit, man.
Bitch walk up, see him for the first time, don't know who he is. She like.
Shit, I don't know. It should be like, damn, a lot of people are around this guy. This guy must be pretty popular. Like, who else is there? Like legends, like dog. Like we experienced these people like when they came out, when they just first popped up on the scene, like during the mixtape days. Like when you heard that, you know I'm going day and night. Wow, toss
the Rolling Stone, it has to be. Oh yeah, I got you.
That shit came.
Yeah, look, bro. I've gotten fucked up many a times to that song, bro.
That song is perfect song.
And then you know, fucking Kendrick, bro.
Oh wait, when did you hear Kendrick?
No, heard him? I would say when I actually started listening to him and recognized who he was, it was about 2013. And like, I remember back at the Axis Apartments, I was over there with you guys.
Oh, damn.
And we used to play it all the time in the apartments. Just, why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots.
Oh.
I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in. Get a pool full of liquor, then you dive in. And while you're waiting on the bottles and you watch them all fly, all these girls wanna play Baywatch. You get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in. Get a pool full of liquor, then you dive in it.
Okay.
Pull up.
Okay.
Drink. Headshot. Drink. Sit down. Drink. Stand up. Drink.
Like,
yeah, bro.
I remember him from Overly Dedicated too. Just when he popped up on my radar, just like it was just mixtapes like Kendrick Lamar. I was on datpiff.com and I just seen it, so I played that shit.
Datpiff, bro. That brings back some fucking memories.
Oh,
bro.
Download mixtapes. That shit was cold as fuck. Shout out to Datpiff, y'all. Y'all should get
I
a
haven't
shrine.
heard that name in years, bro.
Yo, Spotify should pay tribute to Datpiff. But fucking it was like that Section 81 was like it goes pull up and then he's like what's that shit? Why the fuck that shit go? It's like 8 doobies to the face, fuck that, 12 bottles in the place, nigga. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
On this, this is when my nigga tripping on that shit again. Pick him up and sit him in cold water. Then I order someone to bring him biker. Then in order to take the pain away, that feeling that you feel today, you know you part of Section A. You feel like no one can relate, cause you are a loner, marijuana. This often make you stronger. If I'm in that house party, tripping off my generation, sipping cough syrup like it's water.
Nigga,
Pancakes in the kitchen.
I got you, nigga. I got you, nigga.
That's Section 80, like visions of Martin Luther staring at me. If I could see how my parents see that, I'm gonna make them happy. Like nigga.
Real shit, bro. And we went a little bit off topic, but that's the thing though, is that I think Kendrick's announced one more project, and then he's gonna retire.
Oh no, he just is one more project with his TDE contract.
Oh, with the TDE. Why would you leave TDE when you got such animals on there like Schoolboy Q, fucking what's his name, fucking Absol,
J-Rock.
Exactly. Like TDE is a group full of animals. The only reason why, personally, I think he'd be doing it, he just wants to get a little bit more of a cut. Because what's that?
I was listening off the name of the other artists on there. Promise, Sir, Isaiah Rashad, fucking SZA. Dude. See that SZA, when that song
SZA
played?
A bad bitch, bro.
I'm like, I thought you said, but SZA,
she a bad bitch. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Trying to get her
yo, you gotta hear that one song. She's like, it's like doom doom doom, and it cuts off and it goes, real niggas do not deserve pussy, and that shit was cold as a motherfucker. That song was cold. Like her and Rihanna track together was cold. Her and Kim, oh man, there's a lot of cold legendary motherfuckers that just, I don't know. I would consider them legend because I will remember them for a while. I think that's the thing about being a legend is you are remembered by a lot more people, I guess. You can be remembered by 10,000, 10 million.
I think that we can call people living legends now because we can kind of project right now in comparison to everybody in the past and people in the present, nobody's doing what the fuck you're doing right now.
I think it's just a long body of work because the guys we're talking about now has been.
Dude, Jay-Z's catalog is stupid, bro.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's massive.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It makes sense that he's a billionaire.
Fucking Nas's catalog. Eminem's catalog is just
Nas kind of fucking shot himself in the foot because he chose to use ain't shit beats to prove how good of a lyricist he is.
Dog, and then when he hooked up with Hit Boy. And
his fucking producers literally get on his ass about it. They're like, why the fuck are you choosing these songs?
But they still make good songs out of them.
But we're rappers. We can say it's good. If you're talking about making sales... Nigga!
That sells. You don't gotta make sales no more. You can make good fucking music and people just find that shit. But lately, since he hooked up with Hit Boy, with King's Disease and King's Disease too.
But how people keep score. You know what I mean?
We already know he picks ass. What, not ass beats. Don't worry, Nas. I like the shit. I just liked it. I appreciated the shit.
There's this baseball player. I can't remember his fucking name.
You said baseball player?
Baseball player.
Damn, we didn't talk about baseball at all.
He has the greatest record for home runs of all time. But you know what he also
Barry
has?
Bonds?
No. He what he also has is this dude, he has the greatest strikeout record of all time. And it's because what he did is every single time that he'd go up to bat, he would try to hit a home run. And so it fucked up his record. So he's actually more known for being the greatest strikeout record than he is for having the greatest home run record. I gotta look up the guy's name. But he literally, nobody's beaten him to this day.
We should get a producer for that, so that way they just get the young.
Well, I was considering, I got a laptop over there. In the future, I got the Stream Deck here. I may have the laptop sitting right here so that I can look up things on the fly.
Don't worry, a year from now we'll have a goddamn producer there doing that for us.
In post production, in the editing and stuff, I can bring up the guy's name on screen, so you guys will see this in the future. But yeah, but he's known for the greatest strikeout record.
Oh, that way you just edit them in.
Wait, what was that?
I was like, you mean this guy right here, and then that way you just edit them in, because
he right there coming out of the hands, bro,
like young Kenobi. Oh, make him like a hologram too, like Star Wars and shit.
How can I assist you?
Like 2021. Why the fuck we don't got holograms?
Got like 5 minutes.
All right, man. But still, why do we got fucking holograms? I want a goddamn hologram.
Okay, so to wrap everything up, the idea of being a legend. So me personally, I do want to be a legend by the time I die. So people look at my body work and be like, you know what? That guy's important. I think that his legacy is going to precede him for generations to come. I think personally, I think we kind of went back and forth in this. The concept of living legends, he's kind of grown on me with this concept. I now agree for the fact that there are living legends, but there are certain parameters in my mind. But I do want to be one, and so that's why I work my fucking ass off. You know what I'm saying? And then also, I think that what constitutes a legend is that it's literally you're doing something either completely different or you're hyper focused on accomplishing something that no one has done, even though people have tried it before you, or something to make you stand out so wildly that nobody else in history so far, or even in the projected future, will be able to replicate. So,
for me,
for you,
it's shit. It's like, would you want to be a legend? I was like, nigga, I don't give a shit. That's not my damn choice if I'm a legend or not. I don't.
No, it is absolutely your choice, bro.
I don't think it's my choice. Like, I think this is what I could do. I could do whatever I do and I love doing, and then hopefully, and if somebody fucking just loved whatever the fuck I did, and I just put it out there in a public space, maybe a private space, and it got out to a public space, and they just fucking liked it, vibe with it, and I kept doing whatever the hell I was doing, and then they just felt it the way it affected them. Because otherwise, I can't predict that shit. I'm just trying to live my life, man.
You can't predict it, but you can take actions to get you closer to the overall idea.
My intention isn't to be like aim for that. My intention is to focus on where the fuck is in front of me, doing what the hell I'm doing. I'm like, shoot, I'm sewing my goddamn shirt.
So call back to a previous episode. You're content being the gray man.
I don't know. Shit, I think somebody was content being the gray man. They just ended up being a legend. Because, yeah, I'm cool. Look, I'm just trying to let
None of the people that we listed are the gray man. None of them.
What?
0%.
Can any of them? None of them predicted they would be this far.
Yes, they will. When you do interview, okay, like so a lot of these people when you do when there were interviews.
Eminem was like, he says, I wasn't ready to be a millionaire. I was ill prepared, but I was ready to be ill though. The skill was there from the beginning. It wasn't. It was.
He didn't realize how far ahead he already was. That's what he's saying. Is that like he's like I wasn't prepared for everything I got, but his skill level was so overwhelming that it put him in that spot.
Exactly.
So like and if you look at he has literally like boxes and boxes and boxes of notebooks of him just writing rhymes all day. He's writing rhymes all day. Mm-hmm. That's obsession.
That's what he just loved to do, and he was just good at it, and that's what everybody did. And then at this point, it got popular, and it was just like, it was just something he did and he loved, and that's why he's still dope as fuck to this day, because he still loved the shit, and that's why I still got him as number one, because his albums are still quality. This motherfucker's just in there because he just loves this shit.
I mean, I would argue that there are probably some people who could probably shit on Eminem
no, we gotta
lyrically.
Fight.
No. That people don't know about.
Nigga, that's like saying there was a dude who was better than Michael Jordan that didn't make it to the NBA.
No. Like I wouldn't make that argument because let's put it this way. There's a lot of people who don't play professional basketball, but the thing is that like if you're playing it in school at all and you knew you had this type of skill, you would have went forward with it. You know what I mean? Like but when it comes to like writing is like that's a different thing, because like I used to be a super recluse and I was really good at like writing like poetry and things like that, and I didn't broadcast that to anybody. That skill in poetry translated into rap, and then when you started hearing the songs that I put on YouTube finally, you didn't even know I was rapping like that. It was some crazy shit to you.
It was dope. But it was like it wasn't like when you looked at it, you wasn't like when you wrote your first bar, it was like, yo, coming out at the dark, I'm seeing this nigga by the car thinking he a mark. He wasn't thinking like, I'm gonna be a legend. You was just sitting there just like,
nope. I absolutely went into it just like, I'm going to outright everybody.
Okay,
that was my exact thought process.
But that's like outright everybody, because you sitting in a room
and out rap.
You was like out rap, and yeah, that was okay.
When I went into rap, I specifically made that a goal. That's why like I have things that I've written that are almost impossible for the human tongue to actually do, and only I can do it because I have a very specialized tongue. Like there's certain things that I can do that other people can't. Because like I can't show you guys on camera.
Ladies,
but, like,
his name is KMT Raw. You can hit him up on his bank account.
I'm actually tongue-tied. Like so, like that little string that's under your tongue, mine goes all the way to the tip. And because of that, I'm able to do faster syllables than normal because I don't have to hit the roof of my mouth to make certain sounds happen.
You hear that, ladies? Faster.
Yo. No, like I'm about to be like, and you're about to be like,
gay. All right, no offense, gay people. I'm like, no. I'm about to be like, fuck this shit. I'm out. It's like, nah, like y'all two about to do whoever one of your lady friends just walk in this month. I'm out this bitch. I'm going home to my goddamn girl.
No. Like, okay, yeah. But that's the point that I'm making is that, like, I legitimately did go into rap with the idea that I'm going to do something so out there and so completely different in terms of skill that nobody can replicate. Because I came from the b-boy world where I would make up moves where only I could do. Like I'd never seen anybody in the world do what I'm about to do right now. Like, that's exactly the mindset that I have. Where it's just like, I'm going to be the one who's better than everybody because nobody can replicate this shit. So, like, do you think Michael Jordan started, like by the time he got into, like, his varsity high school basketball team, do you think that he was just like, nope, I'm just gonna do my thing and all? No, he got chastised by his coach and wasn't able to play because he had that mindset. He was so into himself that he literally, like, left teamwork. He's like, I don't need a team. I can beat these niggas my fucking self.
I like Kobe's better. I like Kobe's story better. Like, Kobe's getting better because Kobe was sitting there.
Who's going to say that Kobe is better than Michael Jordan? Who?
I'll stand for Bean. But anyway, I was talking about Kobe's, like, his mentality of his Mamba mentality. Don't you play that stop the cap. Nah, like Kobe's mentality, like this motherfucker missed a free throw because a camera flash went off and he missed a free throw. And this motherfucker said, I sat there for 2 hours and I looked at the sun all day so I can get used to that shot of my eye so that way it happened. And like when I play, hell yeah, Kobe. Kobe was a fucking psychopath with this shit. Like his trainer.
Yeah, but so was MJ, and you have to be that. That's what I'm.
Hold on. I mean, like that.
I think Kobe, arguably, he had the same mentality that we're talking about because he was just like, not only...
He will practice moves. He will practice the same move over and over for literally hours and hours and hours. Go to sleep, come back, practice the same moves over and over again. He'd be like, I missed it here. You don't get that
by being the gray man.
I don't know, there's something else. I don't know about being a gray man. Like, look.
Well, that's how we got into this conversation, is that like none of the people that we listed as living or otherwise legends are the gray man. They're all people who strove for the number one spot.
It's kind of like the problem with it's like, I guess I'm just trying to pick a field. I don't know what field to fucking pick. I'm just like, look, I can get good at this, I can get good at that. I can get good at this, I can get good at that. Like when I get good at it, I just drop. I'm like, all right, good enough to compete. I can walk away from this. Oh, what's this over here? Let me go do this. Oh, I got good enough to compete. Oh, let me put that down. What's this over here? Let me go do this. Oh, this is good too. I'm like, oh, it's like I have an addiction to learning.
Yeah, I mean that can get you somewhere, but we're pretty much out of time, guys.
We gotta change that, goddammit. I'm like,
I have other ones too.
Oh,
like that was just the first one I picked.
What else you got before we go? Just some.
What like what
So
type of like rap out thing?
Yeah.
Like I mean, I guess I could use this one.
You are now listening to Homeboy Etiquette Radio. This is your main man at the 5280Q, passing it off to. Oh damn! I thought that shit was still playing.
It was too loud. So do it one more time.
Oh shit! I was like, you are now listening to Homeboy Etiquette Radio. This is your main man at the 5280Q, passing it to.
Yo, this is Kemet the Raw, representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube. Also representing KMT Productions and KMT Games here on YouTube. Yo, so like you guys are gonna see the Instagram handles on the screen. On the screen. If you have not already, I forgot to do calls to action. Hold up. Like the fucking video.
Like it.
Subscribe to the channel
right now.
And make sure the bell notification icon is turned on and set to all. So you'll be notified anytime that we're uploading some new Homeboy Etiquette content. If you have made it this far into the video and you haven't liked and subscribed, Bruh.
What is that?
You're a hoe, bro. We giving you A1 motherfucking content.
Insulting him is not gonna exactly help him. He's like, you know,
No, because they made it this far. They know how I get down, bro. Like,
rebel.
Boy, if you don't get...
yo, like, you guys need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification icon, and share this video with anybody that you think would like this type of content.
And I would like to add, if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. Say if you
Please leave those comments down below.
Better. Say anything that you agree with. Say it, even if you have a rebuttal to one of our opinions over here. Leave it in a comment, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. This is Homeboy Etiquette, signing off.
Yo, see you next time, bitches.